Hi, Patty Seek here for Swirlydoos.com. I am here to introduce you to the newest addition to Swirlydoos Kit Club, and that is the Art Journal add-on. This is an Art Journal starter pack as an add-on to the March kit, and I'm just going to kind of show you what is in this kit. The first thing is the actual art journal, and this is a Finnabair Vintage Vanity Art Journal by Prima. It has a wonderful little closure, elastic closure. It's the perfect size. It's not so big that you're intimidated to actually start working in it, and it's not too small, it's just right. Anyway, it has a wonderful embossed flower on the cover that you will learn how to colorize or embellish to make it stand out just for you. On the inside cover, you'll see that it has a little envelope here that you can tuck in some photos or some other things that you might, ephemera that you might want to add to your journal. In the very back cover, it also has a pocket which you can slide things into. Photos, if you want to add a couple photos or quotes or some other kind of artwork, you can do that. It has some places to actually slip in photos. Or whatever it is that you want to include in your art journal. Also has craft pages. It has some beautiful pattern paper, which has a little something for everyone. It has music, it has maps, it has texture, it has just all kinds of wonderful things that you can either art journal on or use this on your pages. It also has some plain white manila sheets that are excellent for using your mists and sprays, paints, rub-ons, all sorts of things. Very versatile. So that's the actual journal. And then there are several things here that are going to be so fun to use on different papers, on your pages, on embellishments that you may want to add. So you have a little bit of everything. You have a little jar here which includes clear glass micro beads, and we can add those to all kinds of stuff to add texture to your page, or a little shimmer. Also, you're going to get a jar of glass bead gel, which is wonderful stuff. If you've never used it, it couldn't be easier. This takes color beautifully. So it's a very versatile product. So you're going to have those two things. You're going to have this wonderful little micro mister, which actually is glass. So that is a very quality item. Also, this is the Eyes Ink Pigment Ink in Ombre. And this is actually just a beautiful, super rich, vibrant color that is going to be perfect to use for your drips, your splatters. You can use it to color your glass beads. I mean, and this is a really versatile and a beautiful, beautiful rich color for summer. As far as tools, you're going to get a really wonderful palette knife. If you've never used one, you're going to learn how to use a palette knife. If you already are familiar with palette knives, you can just add this to your collection because it's good to have different types. A little foam brush. You know, these are great for medium so you don't ruin your paint brushes, but that's an excellent tool for a starter kit. Let me show you what else here. This is a Permapaque marker, and I've been using these for a while. These are really wonderful. It has two ends. It has a chisel end and a bullet end. These will write on almost anything, so they're really excellent for actually writing journaling in your on your pages, or for outlining things, for writing quotes. Just really great because they do write over almost any surface. Another thing that's included in the kit is a Diane Reevely Delusions stencil by Ranger. This is a 5x8 stencil, and it is called Luscious Leaves. And what I really like about this one is it has the kind of a natural leafy vine. Then it also has this more free form kind of a pattern. So to me, you're getting two stencils in one. So I can't wait to experiment with this and and use this for some creative wonder in the art journal. Another thing that you're going to get in your kit are things to make texture. We have some burlap, which is really versatile stuff. If you've never used it, there's going to be some great ideas on things that you can do with this. If you are experienced with it, then maybe we'll be able to show you some new tricks for using this on your journal pages. Some beautiful soft gauze. This stuff is wonderful to colorize. It adds a lot of texture. You can use it in many different ways. Another bit of texture is some drywall tape, which many people are very fond of using these days, and that is excellent to use for a lot of die cutting or different things, shapes, and texture. I can already tell I'm hating this. Hello, this is Patty Seek for Swirlydoos.com. I'm here today to introduce you to the newest add-on for the Swirlydoos Kit Club, and this is the Art Journal Starter Kit, available as an add-on for the March Swirlydoos Kit. So to get started, the first thing I'm going to show you here is the most important thing. It's the Vintage Vanity Art Journal, and it is by Prima with Vinnebear. It's a really excellent size, not too big, not too small, plenty of room to work, but not so large that it's intimidating when you see a big blank page. So it has a really sturdy, nice cover. It's got a beautiful embossing here of a flower. There's lots of ways that you can make this stand out and make it your own. On the inside cover, there is an envelope where you can tuck things in for later use. If you want, little ideas, notes to yourself, photos, quotes, whatever it is that you might want to add to your journal, you can save in there. It also has in the back cover a little place you can slide in things, perhaps photos, because it also has 3 pages with pockets to include photos or ATCs, whatever it is that you might want to add to your art journal. You can make this completely personal to your taste and style. The first few pages are white manila. This is really fun to use your sprays and mists on, paints, add texture, all sorts of, the sky's the limit, whatever you can think of. There are some printed papers that are just beautiful, a little something for everyone. There's just texture. There's musical notes, there's maps, stripes, all sorts of things that you can either decorate right on these pages, or you could take these pages and use them to decorate some of the blank pages. So it's a really nice all-inclusive journal. Has a beautiful closure here with elastic, so that when your journal gets kind of fat, it's still going to be able to close because it's going to have that elastic. The next thing I want to show you, and when I opened this kit, I was just so thrilled with this. We get feathers! And these are beautiful, super soft. They're very neutral color. They're going to be so fun to embellish our art journal pages. You could use them on your scrapbook pages, but you get a nice variety of sizes in there, all beautiful. You get a really lacy, gorgeous leaf in here. I know from experience these take color beautifully, and you can really show off the lacy look of these when you add some color to them. You're going to get a beautiful length of this lacy ribbon, nice neutral color, really beautiful pattern. This is great as is, but it is really fun to change the color, add a little sparkle. There's so many things that you can do to make this your own. Next, since we're kind of talking about backgrounds, you're going to get a length of drywall tape, which has wonderful texture to it, and you can do a lot of things with this to make it fun, make it stand out on your page. You're going to get some beautiful soft gauze, and this stuff takes color beautifully. Also just wonderful to shape into whatever you want on your page. Very versatile like that. Also some beautiful burlap. Burlap is just one of my faves, but if you've worked with it before, then you know how to make it fringe the edges. If you've never worked with it, then you're going to really enjoy learning about burlap and all the things that you can do with it. Really fun. Another thing you're going to get, which is one of my favorite things, is some deli paper. These sheets, you get, I don't know, approximately 5 sheets, 4 or 5 sheets. This stuff is so versatile. I mean, you can do all sorts of things with this, with paint, with sprays, with mist, with die cutting, with layering. It's just a wonderful, versatile thing to use in your art journal, and I'm excited to be able to play with that and maybe show you some new things. As far as, let's see, tools, you're going to get a palette knife, which is really nice for spreading mediums and that sort of thing. Also, you're going to get a foam brush, which is really good for spreading mediums so you don't ruin your paint brushes. Stenciling, mediums. Also, you're going to get a mini mister, glass mini mister, which is unusual to have a nice glass one. So that's going to be great to use to mix with your Eyes Ink pigment ink. And this is an ombre. It's a beautiful, rich, earthy color, very vibrant. It's going to be great to use for drips, for splatters. You can also put some in here and just use it as a spray. You are going to get a couple things that are just shimmery and wonderful. This is glass bead gel, and this stuff, if you've never used it, it is so versatile. It takes color so beautifully and adds just a nice shimmer to your page. Great for stenciling, wonderful for spreading, you know, in places that you just want a bit of shimmer and texture. You're also going to get a small container of actual glass micro beads. These are also like a clear, kind of a silverish color, but these are going to let your pigments and paints show through beautifully when you add them to the mix. You are also going to get, man, this kit is great. There is just so much to see in here. This is a permapaque marker, and these are absolutely the best, I think, for writing in your art journal, for adding quotes, for outlining things. These will go over almost everything that you would want to cover on your art journal. It has a bullet end, it has a chisel end, and these are just really, really great markers. The next thing is a Diane Reevely stencil for Delusions. It's a 5x8 stencil. It is called Luscious Leaves. It's 5x8. One side has like a vine with leaves, a leafy vine. The other side's kind of more of a free-form thing, a nice pattern that you can use to stencil. You can use together, apart. It's almost like getting 2 stencils in one. So there's that. Last but not least is this awesome watercolor artist pack by Royal Langnickel. It comes with everything you need to get started. If you don't have any paints, this is a great combo. It has 6 basic colors, and you know, you can mix these to create other colors. It comes with 2 brushes, and brushes are, you know, important for your effects using paint. It also comes with an art pad, so you can practice, or maybe you just want to branch out. You could also color something on this artist pad and then put it into your journal. Part of the packaging is a palette, so that is really nice. You can just put a dab of paint, have a water container, and then you can just use this palette for that. So this is the watercolor artist pack. and it has just everything you need to get started. So that is the total package for the Swirlydoos Art Journal Starter Pack. A little bit of everything, some basics to get you going, and then just let your imagination be your guide. Make it personal to you. Make it just a place where you can experiment and work and enjoy yourself. So that's all for now. I will talk to you again soon. Thank you. Remember to visit swirlydoos.com. If you're not a subscriber, it's a wonderful kit club. There's an awesome forum of really friendly, creative people there. Tons of tutorials, and it's just a really special place to be. Thank you very much. Bye-bye now.